Hello everyone, it's Sylvia back again. It's Monday and it's motivational message time. I want to share with you something from a new book that's been annotated by a lady called Sharon Lechter, and it is a Napoleon Hill book that she's annotated that is hot off the press and is called Outwitting the Devil. I've started reading this and it's really fascinating stuff because it's all about Napoleon Hill's own challenges. And in this book he talks about the other self, and he's actually referring to really our higher self, that spiritual self. And I just want to read you something that I think is very useful to us all, particularly at this time when we're told the economy is so terrible and everything's going downhill, etc., etc. From that time right up to this very minute, everything I have needed has come to me, and this despite the fact that the whole world has recently passed through a period of economic depression, when the bare necessities of life have not always been available to all people. Sometimes the arrival of the material things I needed has been a little late, but I can truthfully say that my other self has always met me at the crossroads when I have come to them and indicated which path I should follow. The other self follows no precedents, recognizes no limitations, and always finds a way to accomplish desired ends. It may meet with temporary defeat, but not with permanent failure. I am as sure of the soundness of this statement as I am of the fact of being engaged in writing these lines. Isn't that awesome, folks? Because here we are, 2011, and yes, there's all sorts of economic challenges going on around the globe, and people are being made redundant, and there may be women out there, some of you who this is the time when the children are just starting to go to school and you could do something part-time to stimulate your brain. Maybe you want to go into business or just fulfill yourself a little bit during that time that you have for yourself now. And it's interesting, isn't it, that in the Great Depression, Napoleon Hill found that by working with the other self, his needs were always met if he followed the guidance of the other self. So that's really the tip of the week, following the guidance of the other self. And for me, that's even for people, if maybe you haven't worked for a number of years, maybe you've been at home with the children, maybe you're an at-home dad or an at-home mum, but you suddenly think, I want to do something in my life. It's time, folks, as I say, put the earmuffs on and listen to the other self and let it guide you. Don't be afraid to be at the crossroads where the traffic lights seem to be permanently on red. That's there for a reason, for you to go within the stillness, tap into that other self or the higher self and follow that guidance. It could be an exciting time where you can rise to a challenge and do something completely new, something you've always wanted to do. Listen to the other self. Make that this week's goal. It means just being still and allowing intuition to work. And it's interesting, when you work with the other self, from my own experience, an email drops in that just you've been waiting for. The phone rings. You meet somebody and they're just the person that you need to meet for something that's going on with your life or something for your business. It's really wonderfully awesome. And once you work with the other self, as Napoleon Hill calls it seems to happen more and more and more and more. That doesn't mean to say we don't have challenges, that we may not have temporary defeats or temporary failures, but they are there to teach us to work with the other self even more. I wish you an awesome week and an awesome life, working with the other self. And I'll catch up with you again next Monday and see what other exciting news I can bring you. Have a great week.